Hello. It's Myri.
And CZ again.
Yep, we're here today to, we're probably going to make a 2 or 3 part video on how to play the Pokemon trading card game.
Just a little tutorial for people who don't know how to play it and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's really simple. A lot of people don't think that they can learn how to play it. They think that it's difficult, but like really after this tutorial, if you are not able to play, I'm not really sure what to tell you.
See, like, I've played Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And just kind of started playing the Pokemon game. This is like so much more simpler than either of the first two games.
It's definitely... I've never played Magic, but I can only use one Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck.
Hence, because I taught you how to do that.
And it's because he taught me how to use that deck. But Pokemon, like, I can pick up any type of cards and just go with it.
There's less rules and all that stuff that you have to really remember with Pokemon. It's more simplified version than anything that the other two games have.
So, to start out with, we're going to show you the different types of cards, like energies, items, trainers. Well, trainers...
trainers are items.
Yeah, they have items. There's different kinds of
supporters.
Trainers. Yeah, they have supports and, like, tools and, well, not...
Yeah, Pokemon tools.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so I guess we'll get started here.
Right. The first thing we have up here, this is Trainer N. He's a supporter. And like it'll say supporter right beside trainer over here. I don't know if you can see that in this bad video. But what he can do is each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck. Then each player draws a card for the remaining prize cards they have, which we'll get into what prize cards are in a bit. We have another trainer here, and right beside it'll say item. This is Evo Soda. Basically, when you can play it, and if you have a Pokemon that evolves, you can search your deck for an evolution, if it's in there. Next, we have an item that is a Pokemon tool. You attach this to your Pokemon, and it's called Muscle Band. It basically does 20 more damage when it's attached to a Pokemon. And then the last trainer card we have here is a stadium. It goes on, like if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like a field card and all that. It stays on there forever, and it's called...
Well, it stays there until somebody else puts another one.
Yeah, and this one, the retreat cost of your Pokemon, that's a basic Pokemon in play, is one card less to do. And we'll get to that in a few minutes too.
Alright, so this is Pangoro here. This is a Pokemon card. This is not a basic Pokemon. This is a Stage 2. Now, Stage 1 that you see up there in the top, well...
It's Pancham.
Well, yeah, I guess it's top left. The camera's backwards. But anyways, Pancham's up there. It says Stage 1. He's the basic. Pangoro here is the evolution of him. Now... with the moves, up here you have your hit points. That's how much like damage can be done to him until he's knocked out. And down here, these are his moves. Now right there, those are energies. The first one is a dark energy. This is a colorless energy. And that means that it can be any color. So you can have like 2 dark energies on this and use that move. All Pokemon have different effects with their moves and different things that come into play. You just have to read them. I won't really get into that because that's a lot of reading with these Pokemon here. In the bottom of the card, the very, very bottom with those 3 things right there, that's your retreat cost. You need 3 energies. It doesn't matter what they are because they're the colorless right there.
Unless you have Skybridge up. Well, if it was a basic Pokemon.
yeah, unless you have that bridge. These are the weakness and resistance. So say he's weak to this. If that attack hits him, it does double. And if he's resistant to it, which is the psychic right there, that means it does 20 less. Now next we have the Darkrai EX card. Now I'll just explain this now. With Darkrai, since he's being the EX up there, you can see it in the gold beside his name. If you knock this card out during the game, you can claim 2 prize cards, not only 1. If you knock Pangoro out, you can claim 1 card, because he's not an EX. So any Pokemon that's an EX, you get 2 prize cards for it. Now they have abilities as well. And on his ability, it's called Dark Cloak. You can see it right there. It says each of your Pokemon that has any dark energy attached to it has no retreat cost. And we'll get into retreating a little bit later, I guess. But it's pretty straightforward.
And EXs are usually more stronger Pokemon than the basics are the stage 1s or stage 2s.
Yeah. But actually, real quick, since we mentioned that, it still is a basic Pokemon. It's just stronger than... Yeah, like there's more Darkrai cards out there that aren't EX. Now this is Pancham here. He is a basic Pokemon. Evolves into the Pangoro. And you can see down here he has like 3 energies that he needs. But keep in mind he needs one of those to be a fighting energy. The other 2, he doesn't. It doesn't matter what they are. Alright, so here we have a special energy. Now these are all different. They do different things, you just got to read them. This one just happens to say, this card provides colorless energy. While in play, this card provides every type of energy, but only provides 1 energy at a time. When you attach this card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, put 1 damage counter on that Pokemon. So, I mean, this is kind of iffy.
Basically, because in this deck, it's all dark monsters and stuff except for Pancham. And because he needs a fighting type, most of the energies we have are dark. That special energy basically makes you have a fighting type, so this Pancham can attack.
That's how it works. And then here, this is just a dark energy.
It's your basic run-of-the-mill.
Yeah, it's just a basic energy. Now, your other energies, they're not going to look like this one at all. And again, we're doing this video to, like, you know, get new people to understand the game. Now, this is a dark. Fire energies, they just look like a little fireball. Grass energies have like a little leaf, they're green. Electric is a little yellow thing with a lightning squiggle on it. Fighting looks like an orange fist, well, orange with a black fist on it.
Yeah, and if you've played the Pokemon games but not the card game, they have less types than the actual game. So like some that aren't the actual type are fit into like bugs or fit into grass.
Yeah.
And all that. So yeah.
Yeah. So it narrows it down.
And like if you a golem, like you know what Golem is and stuff. Like there's one that is fighting, but then it has another evolution that's this like 2 golems. One could be fighting, the other's like psychic because it's a psychic ground. So they have one for each.
Yeah, there's different things, but that's pretty much the types of cards that you'll be using in the game. All of them, actually.
Yeah.
There's the trainer cards. They have support cards. They have tools. They have
Items.
You
just each do different things. Some let you draw cards. Some let you beef up your Pokemon. Some search for stuff. Some you have to like flip a coin. If it's a heads, you get to do something. If tails, you don't get to do anything.
Yeah.
It's like with the attacks too. Each does a different thing. Just read it. It's really spelled out easily there. But yeah, now you know what kind we are. We'll tell you how to actually play the game.
Sounds good. We'll get into that. Thanks, guys.